With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. You look at the Mavericks.
And after dropping the last one against this team, they're looking for payback. They certainly don't want to get swept.
Well, pride is on the line, and competitiveness. You know, when you're faced with a season sweep, you've got a little more invested.
Now here's Morant. Here's Ayton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
Now here's Morant. Down low. It's stolen by Kuzma. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. Now here's VanVleet. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. On the wing, DeRozan. Clock at 6. Nifty move. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Well, if the defense naps in the pick-and-roll offense, DeRozan is too smart and too good and too skilled.
Pass to Ayton. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Here's VanVleet. No good that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. Outside Morant. Here's Bull. Rips it home off a terrific move.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Wow, that's really good work inside from DeMar DeRozan. You know, he knows how to get position where a defender is almost forced to foul him.
And a different kind of score. DeRozan attempted 741 mid-range jumpers last year, almost 300 more than anyone else.
And Grant DeRozan, high volume from the mid-range and extremely accurate.
You know, B.A., he consistently makes about half those shots. And defensively, you know that's his favorite area. But his ball handling and vertical negate anything you throw at him.
Here's Kuzma. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago.
That is Kyle Kuzma asserting himself against quality defense. Nice finish.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
VanVleet misses. Morant with it. Picked up by DeRozan. Pass to Wagner. Fires the 3. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
On the wing, DeRozan. Over Wagner. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the layup.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out. There are a couple things that stand out right away when I think about Franz Wagner. The first is what a great cutter he is. Timing, feel, when to go, when not to. And he's also very capable putting it on the deck and driving open areas.
Sharp movement is part of what makes Wagner such a tough cover, Doris.
Yeah, and I think he's going to stay a tough cover for a long time. He's got excellent instincts, strong fundamentals. Wagner's game is only going to grow the more experience he gets.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Back to Van Vliet. Kuzma outside. Wagner with a steal. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Now, starting that whole thing off is the steal, the anticipation by Wagner, just making an impact where he can.
Timeout on the floor. Mavericks. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's DeRozan. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Wright. Here's Richards. And he banks in the layup.
Boy, doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
Here's Morant. DeRozan with the rebound.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
Another shot. Here's Richards. Offline with a three. And Atlanta has possession. It's a 10-point game. Blocked! And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball.
Substitution for your Hawks. Troy Brown Jr.
55 seconds left in the first. And then Morant with the dunk.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Richards. Second chance effort. Craig with a steal. Here's Morant. Tipped away. And they recover it. Pass to Brown. Morant with it. Goes back up. Morant missing again.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Here's DeRozan. No good off the back of the rim.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
A nice shot by Brown.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight.
The Mavericks. 8.
Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they are so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you.
And when you look at Van Vliet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
And Ayton gets it to go. Ayton's got 6 points.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
George for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And Van Vliet, a very solid defender at his position, Grant.
Not great length, but strong as any, B.A. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism.
And Dallas calls time here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
First free throw is good. And we know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doors.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Here's Bowl. Outside, Brown. There's the triple. The Mavericks pull it in. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Pass to Okongwu. Here's George. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Here's Bowl. And that one is stuffed right through.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Here's George. And that one's long. Here's Sharp. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Pass to George. Over Sharp. George with another miss. Here's Atlanta now. Here's Sharp. Here's Bowl. No good on the 3. To the inside. Kuzma. Banked it in off the glass. Kuzma's got his second basket on the night.
You can see that Kyle Kuzma has the kind of size and length and creativity to score on the interior.
Kept alive. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. The Mavericks making a switch here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Wagner. Pass to Bull. Back to Wagner. Here's Bull. Up and in on the layup. He's got 6.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
And the Hawks going from the Eastern Conference Finals to the 8th seed via play-in. A bit of a step backwards last year.
Yeah. You know, growing as a young team has its ups and downs. Hawks know they can be better than the 8th seed. They now have an expectation of a playoff caliber ball club. I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Hampton's shot is good.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Van Vliet right side. The shot off that time. And it'll be the Hawks taking it the other way. Here's Wagner. .124 left in the first half. Hits the three-pointer.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Timeout on the floor. Mavericks. And we've got 1:18 left in the first half. Will it go? Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
What you appreciate about DeLon Wright is he knows his role and he's willing to star in his role. And the other part about it is he's been committed to his own development.
No good on the free throw. He's off on the second.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Right up top. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Outside Morant. Wagner for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
It is always so fun to watch a guy with a well-rounded offensive game heat up. Mr. Franz Wagner, welcome to the party.
Here's Joe. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Third personal.
It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Taking 2 shots.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And here are the Hawks now. They're on a 19-7 run. Wagner for 3. Doesn't fall. Now 4 for 6. Here's Joe. DeRozan right side. Lets it fly from 18. They grab their own miss. Back to Richards. With 1 on the clock. No good on the buzzer beater. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Hawks ahead, delivering the blowout. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Well, Doris, the last few years, we've seen teams put together rosters loaded with talent, but it hasn't always translated to rings.
I think what we've learned, Brian, is that just accumulating talent is not enough to win in this league. What you have to find is a team that fits together well in terms of the individual parts. There also has to be that elusive chemistry. You can't define it, hard to win without it.
Pass to Iguodala. Back to Morant. To the paint. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
George outside. And the officials call a traveling violation. About a minute played here in the second half. Outside Morant. On the tape. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
We've seen this from Wagner over and over. This guy understands when a man is open. He's got the timing and the touch to make the pass.
Here's George. Uses the glass on the layup. George has got 9.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Pass to Bowl. Stolen by Van Vliet. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And that one misses. Here's Morant. Oh!
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Here's George. Pass to Okongwu. Back to George. And Ayton pulls it down. Here's Bull. Back to Morant. Wagner with a screen. Morant with it. And it's Kuzma picking him up. Now Wagner. Just 5 on the clock. And he goes in for the dunk.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter. And Franz Wagner, one of the surprises of the 2021 rookie class. He had a great rookie campaign, one of a handful of terrific rookies.
And Ayton with the stuff. That gives him a double-double in this one.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Back to George. Fires the 3. That one doesn't drop. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Outside Morant. With the drive. The Hawks need to get one up here. George with the block.
Boy, Paul George making his presence felt on the defensive end. The length comes into play right there.
And Wagner wasn't viewed as an exciting selection. He's been terrific, Grant.
Yeah, you know, he finds ways to contribute each game. You knew he'd be a solid shooter out of the gate, but he also has a great touch in and around the paint to be a threat inside.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. The rebound by the Hawks.
Some of it's good defense and some of it's just poor shot selection. Either way, he's being shut out.
Wagner, he's open. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Wagner's got 16 points now. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
It's George with the drive. DeRozan for 3. Dallas no good that time either.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them. Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Dallas again missing.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Here's Wagner. Wagner on the wing. Launches it. The shot comes out, and it's Dallas the other way. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. 34 seconds left in the third. And he dunks it down.
Big time move to the rack. And look, his teammates are loving it.
Yeah, so am I. Everybody loves an aerial show. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Shot clock at 5. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. Out to the right wing. He gets it off. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Atlanta making this game a no contest.
The Mavericks, 22.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So it's Atlanta now. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer Sharp. Knocks down the long J.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
DeRozan for three.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Here's Sharp. Inside. And with the G League Ignite and other youth leagues, the opportunity to go pro at a young age is there. Doris, did you see this coming?
Well, we know nothing stays static in life, Brian, and I think you need to look no further than what happened for such a long time over in Europe and abroad. We'd observed that European players had an advantage where it came to skill development because they were playing pro earlier than people over here in the United States. This has helped close the gap.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Van Vliet outside. On the wing, DeRozan. Let's go with a three. Dallas, no good that time either. Here's Sharp. George with a steal. To the middle. Oh, great D that time from Craig.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And here's Brown for three. Buries it from three.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Van Vliet with it. And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Jacks up a three. Rebound by Van Vliet.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
A shot to stop the drought. And the finish by George.
Yeah, Paul George balances his perimeter game with the ability to work in the painted area.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Picked up by Okongwu. Here's DeRozan. Looney with some nice D.
got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Here's Sharp. Offensive rebound. Outside, Brown. For three, Hampton. Knocks it down from distance.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
The open shot, Van Vliet. Here's a Kongwu. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul. Atlanta making some changes here. DeRozan with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Kuzma up top. Clock at 4. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. You know, for team owners, it often seems best not to take too active a role in basketball decisions. But, Grant, you're a team owner. How do you feel about this?
Well, it's a tough situation, B.A. Many of these owners have made tremendous amounts of money building their fortunes, of course, being very hands-on with their business. But basketball is a different kind of business. Success is not always linear. And sometimes as an owner, you're not an expert when it comes to this particular business. So it's interesting, kind of.
Oh, okay then.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Ooh, Ayton with the block. Here's Bull. Tries to break his ice. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. The Mavericks making a switch here. They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
And DeRozan, here we go. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Team second.
Well, Grant, this is the business you and I are in. NBA has a couple of years with existing TV partners. How much are we going to see things change with the next deal, you think?
Oh, B.A., this is interesting as this continues to evolve. I think as people's viewing habits have changed in the last 10 to 15 years, I think live sports and the NBA game is still something fans love to see in real time. I think also the fact that we can also attract a larger audience is exciting. I don't know how it'll all play out, but I know it'll be fun to follow and watch as we go.
Ayton inside. Outside for Morant. Going inside. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Hawks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And another victory added to their resume. This will be their 53rd win of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Ja Morant.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than...
Oh, kind of mean on that one. Mean and so disrespectful. With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Floats one up. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but his defenders keep forgetting to box him out.
another test. Said he want no vibes, came back like I never left.
They been snoozing, I've been cruising, ain't no losing off these VVS is bruising, diamonds. Vegas can't be choosing, so she give me what I want. She be talking crazy, want my baby, I'm like, what? Remember she was frontin', now she when I want. In my zone like 2-3, but I ball like one-on-one. She say that she love me, shh. Yes, I'm from Kentucky, I got bluegrass in my bluegrass. She went back to Lex and told me hit her when I come. Know her, but I better like a basic, but she fun. She play hard to get, but I ain't chasing after none. While I'm chasing after one, to that bag, through that dash. Not my only fan, but she know she got a man, and I know that mad. Baby, put it in that Louis bag. I be dropping hits, these missing like my dad. You ain't, and that's on. I don't know that engine, I just bought it cause it's fast. Like my suspension, I got Apple on my dash. They been snoozing, I've been cruising, ain't no losing off these VVS is bruising, diamonds. Vegas can't be choosing, so she give me what I want. She be talking crazy, want my baby, I'm like, what? Remember she was frontin', now she when I want. In my zone like 2-3, but I ball like one-on-one. She say that she love me, shh. Yes, I'm from Kentucky, I got bluegrass in my bluegrass. I got bluegrass in my from Kentucky, I got bluegrass in my I got bluegrass in my
Mayor, you crazy.
Young rich, feel like I got something to prove. If he acting like a fool, tried to me back when I was up in school, but I was. These is facts. Any can vouch for me. I can't break no bread if you weren't sleeping on that couch. Put them on TV, my giving out that clout for free, and I'm not for the game, so you better watch your mouth for me. Ayy, cause it get ugly. But I'm a sweetheart, you can't tell. You wouldn't know what all I've been through, cause I make this look well. I can't send you no money, so don't call me from no, cause I ain't hold no down. So you better not go to I mean that. Watch a couple. I hate I seen that. We got can't that guy. I won't get in between that. We toss around. We treat these like they beanbags. Think they players till they meet a real. And I like sugar, but ain't a thing sweet. I will never let another try me like no weak. I'm pretty, but I finesse the teeth. I'm on a daily basis. I'm quick to break it down for them. I don't. We not friends and we not pals. Beating down your block, taking